The 18-23 Western Connecticut Wolves came to face off against the 23-11 ECSU Warriors at the Easton Baseball Stadium this past Tuesday. Freshman Jake Shaughnessy from Franklin, Massachusetts got the call up from JV to make his varsity debut today and really performed, striking out 5 and only allowing 1 hit and 2 walks in his 4 innings. We jump to the bottom of the 6th, where the Warriors, already up 10, looked to continue to pile on the runs, starting with Nick Montagna up at the plate with 2 runners on, as the ball gets by the catcher to the backstop to start the scoring in the inning. The scoring didn't stop there, so let's join broadcaster Brendan Lasbury on this next call.
That one hit deep into right field. Sayonara baseball! Cameron Forte! It's his 2nd home run of the season. Deep into right field. That ball ain't coming back. So say goodbye. 60-0 lead for the Warriors.
Easton won the game 17-0 and is back here at the Easton Baseball Stadium versus Western New England before closing out LEC play with a doubleheader on Friday versus UMass Dartmouth. Go Warriors! It was senior night for women's lacrosse as they took down UMass Dartmouth 17-2. Out of all of the seniors, Abby Parisi was the leading goal scorer with 4 on the day, and she started the action early with a goal just 13 seconds into the game for her 35th of the season. Still first quarter, the Warriors would extend the lead with another goal by Parisi to make it 3-0 with an assist from Alexa Vizzini. She took a very similar path to the goal as her first, going right through the defense to score. Fast forward to the second, off an assist from Maeve Gunning, Abby continued to show her skills, firing it past UMass Dartmouth's goalie for number 37 on the year in her 3rd of the game. It wouldn't take long for her to find her 4th, scoring 1 more just a few seconds later. The Warriors are now looking strong heading into the postseason LEC play, so good luck to our women Warriors. Our ECSU Warriors had a doubleheader versus VTSU Castleton on March 29th. Game 2 went down to the wire, so let's pick up in the bottom of the 1st and see how it got there. The action started with leadoff hitter Julia Boyer getting a blooping single into left field over the shortstop's head off of starting pitcher Trista DeLong for her 10th hit of the season. 2 batters later, the red-hot Maddie Bowen bunted right back to the pitcher who made an unsuccessful diving attempt to bring Boyer across to bring the score to 1-0. Heading into the bottom of the 3rd, the Warriors looked to extend their lead after Reagan Lawler reached on a double down the left field line. She is now batting .250 on the season, and the very next batter secured her 3rd stolen base on a delay steal to 3rd. Kaylee Liad continues to put the bat on the ball and hits a hard single up the middle to bring in Lawler, making the score 2-0 Warriors heading into the top of the 4th. VTSU wasn't going to go down without a fight in the top of the 5th when Alexis Rogers found the gap in left center field for an extra base hit. Taylor Russell then went on to hit a deep ball to left field as well, where Taylor Lathrop made an untimely error, scoring Rogers. Castleton continued to claw back when Samira Rideout hit a single to bring in Russell, tying the game 2-2. ECSU starting pitcher Elizabeth Mitchell had 7 strikeouts in the day, including 3 straight in the top of the 8th, allowing the Warriors the chance to walk it off in extras. Mitchell is now 1-5 in the year with 7 starts and a 3.55 ERA in 43.1 innings pitched. Bottom of the 8th, runners on 1st and 3rd, 2 outs and a full count. Maggie Rubeck hits a ball hard down the line to walk it off for the Warriors. This was the senior's 14th hit of the season and 8th RBI. ECSU is now 11-3 all-time versus Castleton and begins to inch closer to a 500 record, now sitting at 5-9 on the season, sweeping the doubleheader.
There were times where I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. Definitely lit a fire under me, and I was like, okay, this has to change. I kind of grew up all over the place. My parents got divorced before I could remember like them living together, probably when I was like 1 or 2 years old. For like my entire life, I've been between 2 to 3 houses. But for the most part, my mother lived with my grandparents in Parsippany, New Jersey, and I grew up with my grandpa and my grandma my entire life. My family thinks swimming is an essential life skill, which I think too. I think everyone should know how to swim. You never know. So I've been taking swim lessons since I was 6 months old. And I never stopped. So from about 6 months to 5, 6 years old, I was in swim lessons, and then at about 6 years old, I did a tryout for the swim team. A week later, my mom gets an email that I'm being offered a spot on the swim team. And she asked me, and it was like a very big decision at the time. It was a way too big of a decision for a 6-year-old to make. I don't know why I had a say in it. But I was like, yeah, of course I want to do the swim team. So that's like 12, 13 years now I've been swimming on a swim team. It is a crazy feeling coming in and breaking records and being like an it factor. The one thing I wanted in college. I chose this program and this school because the swim team seemed awesome, the people seemed awesome, and I was like, you know what? I know I can make an impact here, and I've always wanted to make an impact on a swim team. So the feeling of knowing, all right, I can bring this team from a good team to a great team, and I could bring the good swimmers around me to great swimmers around me. I have the mentality of, if I can't push myself, I can push the people around me. And if I can push the people around me, that means they can push the people around them. So I would much rather support the people around me and have 5 other people do well and me not do well than me do well and 5 other people not do well. So it's been an awesome experience being on this team, and we're looking forward to this year. But I say there is more work to be done. Not everyone is perfect, and no one will ever be perfect.